I just want to get some levels. Check. Z, you want to talk something?
I once was yelled at for stealing flags off of a golf course.
How did that happen?
The weirdest part is they didn't ask for them back. I had them in my hands, and they let me leave the property with the flags, which seemed antithetical to why they were yelling at me. So I just tested a bunch of my levels there, so I think I'm good.
Okay, that we have to elaborate on later. I want to know about that.
It's a really weird story.
I love that. Do you still have the flag?
No, they were pilfered for a very particular purpose.
Oh wow, there's a lot of pee. Can I get one more pee in there?
Potentially.
Oh.
That was good.
Oh, it's been a while.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's been far too long.
Hi, welcome to the Tryforce podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is going to get us copyright.
Watch the show. No.
It's the Tryforce.
Morioh-cho Radio.
We love Morioh-cho.
Good morning, everybody. You're listening to the Tryforce podcast. I was about to give out call letters. WTRY. FORCE. My name is Colton, your host, here with the lovely Jiggy Nachos.
Let's
and
go.
returning to studio, the illustrious, the sonorous, Mr. Z.
What? What's up, guys? How you doing? It's so glad. It is really good to be back here in the studio. Even if Jiggy and I endured quite a car ride to get here, we're very pleased to be here.
I said it last time, and I'll say it again. Seeing your faces here doing this thing, it brings me a happiness that I can't put into words. It just feels good. Like, I just feel better being in your presences. Like, this is good. This is fun.
This is good.
This is just pure fun. Just like this season.
Yes,
So,
I was
indeed.
about to say that part 4 is maybe the least depressing.
Yeah.
That's to date. Like, even when watching Stone Ocean when it came out, like, it's just so fun. It's a vibe. It's happy.
Yeah. It's so colorful. That's what I really like about it. And it knows what it is. This is where Jojo gets to know what it is. You know?
Mm.
Like, I feel like it really hit its stride. This is the Fast and Furious 4 of Jojo.
Well, I finally hit my studio limit. Took a lot long.
Damn, we gotta go, yo.
Took a lot sooner than last. Oh, that curry knocked me out. I gotta go.
Oh goodness.
Oh, man. We're talking about JoJo Part 4. I can't believe we didn't say this last time, but giving you a breakdown of every one of the episodes.
Not bad. Not
We
bad.
didn't say that last time.
Not
sure
bad.
we
Not
didn't.
bad. Not
Yeah.
bad. Not bad. I think we don't hit Great Days territory just yet because I think we're starting to hit Chase territory.
Yeah.
Which, if we're talking about JoJo openings and endings, it's divisive. Chase is divisive. You either love it or you hate
I
it.
like Chase. I like Chase, but Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town is just...
It's just the greatest anime opening of all time.
It
Thank you
is
for asking.
so
Yeah.
good.
Period.
I will, like, I don't care how much I love the anime. I skipped the anime intro for Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's that...
What?
You know what I mean? Like, as I just want to get to the episode quickly.
Not about
but
dragon.
I will never skip.
Crazy noisy bizarre town.
The art, the way it comes in, the poses. I'm like, I'm fucking here for it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, God.
But I mean, it makes sense for you to have had Jiggy on last time because he's really kind of like the JoJo prophet of,
Oh,
of the
yeah.
three of us.
Absolutely.
He's been preaching the word of Hirohiko Araki for a very long time.
Ever since we started doing a JoJo series, Jiggy's been like chomping at the bit. To get,
Please, dude, I've been dying to. I'm glad you brought me back.
oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see what we're going to be talking about this time. We're at episode. Where did we leave off last
We
time?
are on overall
Red Hot
episode.
Chili Pepper.
That's right. Episode overall
okay.
85. Episode for the season 11. Red Hot Chili Pepper or Chili Pepper Part 1. So, do you guys want to just jump right into it? Do you have any
I'm down.
other pregame
Please.
thoughts? No?
Let's get right in.
All right. Red Hot Chili Pepper challenges Josuke at home to see if he is strong enough to take on Jotaro and Star Platinum. Despite Crazy Diamond's show of strength and speed, Chili Pepper shows off his own strength before retreating. So Chili Pepper comes to Josuke through his TV, being an electric power stand, and he's just like, come on, fight me. He's too fast for Josuke, but then Josuke hits him after making him monologue for too long. And it's very satisfying. It's very
so
satisfying because you knew he was just like, "Oh, I miscalculated."
And his reaction was exactly that. I was gonna say, he just like, "Wow, that was so much faster than I thought he was going to be."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes,
Not
get
great.
fucked."
Right. The next day, Jotaro calls on Josuke, Okuyasu, and Koichi to inform them that Joseph, whose stand, Hermit Purple, can potentially detect Chili Pepper's user, is due to arrive at the port. Yeah, sorry guys, I just came from a lot of boat traffic recently. Sorry about that. I wasn't able to make the last podcast. There was delays.
It's okay. What was
That
it
was
like
good, that was
being?
good.
What was it like being Joseph's boat attendant?
Quiet. It was very quiet. He didn't say a whole lot. Didn't say a whole lot, but you know. But I'm sure he's got plenty to say as soon as he gets there because it's strange to have Joseph Joestar on route. Like, you know, like it is. You had him all throughout parts 2 and 3, but you're like, oh, more. Oh, okay. Like you knew Jotaro was there. You knew he was kind of doing the whole Padawan Jedi Master thing with Josuke. Yeah. You knew that he was there because of Joseph's inheritance, but I didn't expect to see him, and I didn't know that you saw him in part 4. Yeah. I knew part 4 existed, but I didn't know Joseph Joestar was a part of it.
I was very excited when they brought him up, and then Jotaro was like, "Yeah, he's forgetting things. He's losing his mind, and you know he's doing all this." He's like, "I'm like, no, they're not. No, they can't do this to him.
So
they
sad.
can't do this to my man."
He was my favorite. Like I would say in part 2 and arguably part 3 too. And like when you see him in part 4, you're like, dang. I mean, this is just how it works. This is just how life when
That's
you
how
get
time
older.
works, you know.
Yeah, it's like, dang.
But,
I mean, it's cool that like, you know, we get to see him a little bit more, but like especially in this part, you're like, man, he is not the same person you remember from part 2, part 3.
Weirdly, still jacked.
Massive,
you know, I didn't
still
think
ripped
about-
for an old man.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to for the proteins to break down over time.
He's
break down.
like the Vince McMahon of like JoJo. He's still jacked at the age of like
He's
80.
coming down off the port. No chance, bro. No chance in hell.
No chance in hell.
Oh my god.
So, despite having heard the whole conversation, Chili Pepper appears from Okuyasu's motorcycle battery. So they all went out into the field so that they couldn't be near anything electric, so that Jotaro could tell them all secret. But he stowed away in Okuyasu's motorcycle battery.
The only person who took a vehicle. The only person who didn't walk there, and I'm like, oh, Kuyasu.
Moronic.
Dumb king, but dumb is the operative word here.
Despite being severely weakened, Chili Pepper goads Okuyasu into attacking him once more, unearthing underground electrical cables which allow him to regain his strength. I need to talk about this scene real quick.
Yeah, this was insane.
Because Okuyasu is literally riding a motorcycle by standing on it, and it is the most JoJo thing ever, and no one's ever talked about it. I'm like, how did we miss the ultimate JoJo pose, like a running motorcycle, and he's got his feet in between the handlebars, and he's steadying with his feet. You can see it. You can see him moving his. Oh my god, so
Okuyasu
cool.
is one of the most physically talented people in JoJo.
Yeah,
but the problem is he's got a fucking walnut on a stick in his head. Like,
no thanks.
He's Knuckles.
No thanks.
He's literally. We were talking about it last time.
Sonic Tails Knuckles.
He's like, and Jotaro is just Espio.
Yeah, I caught this whole bit. I'm gonna wager and say that Joseph Joestar is the Big the Cat of this part.
Wow, we didn't take it all. Whoa. Oh my god, yo, I didn't even think of that. That was good. That was good.
My victory dance.
No, we can't.
He certainly can, bro.
Oh,
He
he
is purple.
certainly can.
That sucks.
He certainly can.
That's so not okay.
So he used the hand to bust up the battery, and then Red Hot Chili Pepper was weakening, and he went for the emotional play. He's like, yo, like when I killed your brother, like, yo, your brother, to get Okuyasu mad enough to dig up the under electrical cables.
It was different. he was doing it really weird. This was the funniest thing, and this is why I love Okuyasu. Okuyasu is altruistic, just like Josuke. He's very, I got to do what's right. You know, I have to protect the people that I care about. And he was doing it like, how? Chili Pepper's like, how do you know that I'm weakened? I could just be telling you that.
Right? Yeah.
And Okuyasu's like, but if he told me that, that means why would he want me to know that information? So he must be weakened, but he could also be fine. But also he could not be weakened. Yeah. And then that, like, just the frustration of going back and forth. He's like, fuck it. You killed my brother. I'm killing you.
Right. Yeah.
So
takes up all of Okuyasu's available RAM on that.
All 12 megabytes.
Can't run a stream on that, let me tell you that.
Absolutely.
So he unearths underground electrical cables which allow him to regain his strength. After cutting off Okuyasu's arm, Chili Pepper drags the rest of his body into the cable. Josuke uses Crazy Diamond on Okuyasu's severed arm, which takes his body away from Chili Pepper before he can be killed and heals him. Josuke and Jotaro head to the port to save Joseph from the ambush.
What an insane fucking way to use Crazy Diamond. Like, what? When he just got, like, when he came back out through the electrical cable and just, like, latched onto his severed arm, I'm like, bro, what the fuck, man?
Because Koichi started mourning immediately. He's like, oh my god, he's dead. And Josuke's like, nope.
Like, both of the Jotaro and Josuke are just like, so if we go to the pier, and Koichi's like, did you not fucking see Okuyasu died?
Yeah. How could you both be so cruel or something like that?
Yeah. I get you, Koichi. Like, get used to it. They're fucking weirdos.
Fucking Joe Stars.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Episode 12, Red Hot Chili Pepper Part 2. Joe, what up?
No, it's the same part.
Oh, you do deuces? Jotaro and Okuyasu head off to the rendezvous with Joseph's ship, while Josuke and Koichi stay on the docks where they are confronted by Chili Pepper's user, the name we could not remember over dinner for the life of us.
We were literally just calling him Guitar Guy.
Akira Otoishi.
Nice.
I thought you were about to
Otoishi?
say Akira Toriyama, and I'm like, no
Otoishi.
fucking way.
Akira Toriyama.
Otoishi.
Otoishi.
You say
yeah.
Akira. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, okay, so Akira hides Chili Pepper in the underground wires to launch the surprise attacks on Josuke from all directions. But Josuke turns the surrounding asphalt back into coal tar, allowing him to predict Chili Pepper's movements.
Bro.
I'm going to run that one more time.
Yeah, do that again. I was reading that while you said that.
He attacks from all directions, but Josuke turns the surrounding asphalt back into coal tar, allowing him to predict Chili Pepper's movements.
Again, what a fucking smart dude. Like,
Yeah.
What an insane stand. He can just turn things back into their fucking raw materials.
Right. Sure, 100%.
He could turn milk back into a cow.
I don't know if it works. I don't know if it works
Not
that
a living
way.
cow, but like
Not a living cow. You just ride a stream of milk back to the pasture. No. You said something about him being a mix between two JoJos that I disagreed with privately, and I wanted to roast you about.
So he is the perfect split between Joseph and Jonathan.
Only because you haven't watched Part 5 yet.
Really?
Only because you haven't watched Giorno yet.
I didn't want to say anything, but yeah.
Okay.
I just want to let that.
All right.
Wait till part 5.
Okay.
Well, also goddamn, listeners. Wait until part 5.
You want to give it a...
Yeah, chat. No, I was playing. All right, go ahead, keep going.
Otoishi hides Chili Pepper in the underground wires to launch surprise attacks. I read this one, sorry. Allowing him to predict Chili Pepper's movements with the black coal tar. Angered, Otoishi uses all of the electricity in Morioh Town to power up Chili Pepper. However, Josuke traps Chili Pepper in a tire and tricks him into bursting out.
That he does.
Causing the air inside to blow him into the ocean. The combination of the ocean size and the conductivity of salt water caused Chili Pepper to dissolve. Otoishi survives and sneaks onto Joseph's boat disguised as a member of, I'm going to do this because I realized you didn't, the Speedwagon Foundation!
Did we say Speedwagon Foundation?
No, you just didn't do the voice.
Oh, okay.
Okay, moving on. But Okuyasu stops him when he decides to punch both Otoishi and the real Speedwagon Foundation member to make sure which is which.
Yep. I love him.
Unbelievable.
That man was just at his job.
That man was assisting Joseph Joestar.
That man was just collecting a paycheck. That's all.
A dude, bro.
Just a dude.
It's like, babe, you'll never see what happened to work today. I got hit in the face by a high schooler.
Oh my god.
Josuke finally meets his estranged father, Joseph Joestar.
Oh,
Face to face.
estranged he is, man.
And Joseph is he's hunched over. He's got like a weird Holden Caulfield hat on. He's got a robe and he's dressed like an old man. He's dressed like a geriatric in and I don't know, man. The more I think about it, it seems to me is this is going to happen to Jotaro? This is going to happen to, all the other people. And I feel like it would have continued happening had Araki, continued with his timeline past part 6.
Yeah.
But, I feel like it's implied that these characters, at least if they survive, will get to that place. So, it's kind of like this is what remains of one of the greatest heroes in the world.
Yeah.
It is weird because he's the only Joestar that we know of to get to that age.
Right.
Jonathan died at
hella young.
19.
Hella
Yeah,
young. No, 25, 28.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
I thought he married Serena.
Arena.
Yeah, Arena.
Arena Pendleton.
Granny Arena. Yeah. He married her. He married her super young.
Yeah, well, it was the 1880s.
Yeah, it was also they were rich as fuck.
Typhoid was a thing,
George Joestar died the Dio. So
yeah.
yeah.
All right. 100%. Episode 13 of the season, overall 87. We picked up something crazy.
God, I hated this episode.
Wait, whoa! I want to hear this.
Hated this.
What is
episode.
this?
Jotaro retrieves the bow and arrow and urges the others to be careful of any stand users that may have been created. As Josuke tries to escort Joseph back to his house to meet Tomoko, Joseph finds an invisible baby girl who is also a stand user.
Dude, the second I was like, I read the thing before. I was like, I read the word babe. I was like, no, I know what Colton's talking about. This is probably one of my least favorites as well.
I don't know. You remember when we were doing the DBZ episodes and you're like, Akira, stop going with this weird fucking plot line.
Mm-hmm.
Stop going with these weird fucking plot lines.
Yeah.
This is a weird fucking plot line.
Yeah, so
it doesn't
100%.
ever resolve.
And
100%.
it has one of the most frustrating plot points in all of JoJo history. I'm going to read the episode and then we're going to get into it because I hate it.
God,
because I hate it.
This episode was kind of funny though, because it also shows that Josuke is just a good man, right down to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what the fuck am I doing with Joseph Joestar? Who the fuck? Why do I care about him? But he's still actually caring about him. He's still protecting him.
Right.
Still making sure he's not getting into trouble. And Joseph is kind of Josephy in this episode.
Yeah,
You know?
insofar as he is incredibly not
Serious?
salient of the
Yeah.
needs of others.
Yeah, true. That is very true.
Josuke hasn't seen parts 2 and 3.
Yeah, right.
I will say that Joseph was older than Tomoko's own father at the time of Josuke's conception.
Yeah.
So that's something that's implied to have happened. Imagine fucking a dude older than your own dad.
No, I'm good on that.
He's
But also,
amazing.
he didn't look like Joseph Joestar. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, it's
So Joseph finds an invisible baby girl who is also a stand user. After buying a large amount of baby accessories with Josuke's credit card, he says credit cards, his entire life savings.
Yep.
Joseph attempts to add clothes and makeup to the baby to make her visible, only for her stand, Achtung Baby, to activate when she starts crying, causing everything around her, including Joseph's hand, to turn invisible. As the baby gets more upset and her stand powers strengthen, the stroller rolls away into a nearby river. So Josuke is stressed when the baby becomes invisible a lot.
Yeah.
Because he's like, it's a baby! We gotta do something! It's gonna die! Otherwise. So when it goes completely invisible and the stroller goes into a river, Josuke is like so pissed, and Joseph isn't helping because he's like this weird old man that doesn't know what anything's going on. And then and then you were right. When you said he's Joseph-y in this episode, I'm like, oh, the shit with all the baby accessories.
Yeah.
That's hella Joseph Joestar.
Yeah.
I'm going to actually go ahead and say that this is also very Joseph Joestar here.
Yeah.
Joseph, upset that Josuke sees him as a burden, slits open his own wrist, using the blood to help Josuke find the baby's form in the river. Josuke becomes amazed by Joseph's self-sacrifice, only to later learn that Joseph had nearly spent all of his savings on baby goods when he discovers the sales receipt in Joseph's pocket. So,
It feels like a part 2 episode. You know what I mean?
It does.
It does feel like a very part 2 episode because it is that Joseph Joestar selflessness. You know, that weird Joseph Joestar selflessness.
Yeah.
You know, that weird over-the-top Joseph Joestar selflessness. So it's great. And he does show these little flashes of his former self, and Josuke's like, oh, fuck, he's actually a good dude. You know, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's just acting like I do, where I just do what I feel is correct and what I feel is right and what's going to benefit everyone else around me, you know? And I think that's great. It's kind of like a bonding moment between the two of them. They never really get like close,
No.
but they get that mutual respect of each other, which I think is good.
I mean, if you've written off a dude that's never been there for you for your whole life, you would be at least somewhat relieved to know that he's like
Good.
at his heart a good person.
Yeah.
At that point,
You know, that's what I like, because this could have gone so bad for Josuke. It could have fucked him up. It could have fucked up his mom, too. But it didn't. And that's what I like. You know, Josuke got the closure that he needed. And that's all I think. I think that's good.
I feel like there's a
He
lot
didn't,
that
but like...
there's a lot implied to be going on in between these episodes, I think. So
Yeah.
I think there's probably some more quality time that you can expect. I've seen a great art where it's like 2 Christmases and it's Joseph with Holly as a kid and a younger Joseph. And then it's Josuke and old Joseph by a Christmas tree looking at it as well.
I need to see this.
It's very, very
cute.
sweet. If I can find it, I'll show it to you.
Oh,
I
that's
like
so
that.
sweet.
That's really sweet.
And now we've got the most infuriating plot point in JoJo history. This little Stan fucking baby,
Yeah.
its real name is Shizuka Joestar. But there's absolutely no relation.
Wait, what?
Its birth name is Shizuka Joestar, but it has absolutely no birthmark and no relation to the Joestar family. Actually, birthmark that we can see because she's an invisible bitch. First of all,
True.
but she's apparently is not an actual Joestar.
I think it's because they just couldn't find the mother, and Joseph was like,
No.
No?
It's on the wiki. It's
What?
Shizuka Joestar, no relation with fucking brackets.
No
Yeah.
way.
I
no.
believe it's a
'Cause
thing.
I remember because they did that. They did that in the show where he's like, this baby doesn't have a name. She's just a Joestar now.
I
Right.
feel like
Like-
that I remember.
Yeah, she's just like, she doesn't have a name. She doesn't have a parent. Where the fuck are her parents? It's not like we can show the parents.
I'm pretty sure. I feel like I've heard a lot of tractor about this theory, so it's interesting.
Yeah, she's like an adopted Joestar.
I mean, I do see the wiki on here too, but I don't remember them. I don't know if they said Shizuka, but like maybe
Yeah,
maybe it's in the manga. I
She's
don't
the
know.
lost Joestar. She'll come
Yeah,
back.
right.
She's the part 9 protagonist.
Wow.
Actually,
Quote.
She's Napoleon.
Oh, damn it.
Chipotle Jonah Park. I'm a big fan of Jojo Navark myself.
No, she'd be Jojo Navark, 100%.
Wow. The only quote from Shizuka, Josuke says, "It's an invisible baby," and that's it. That's, that's literally all that we know about that.
Such a weird thing to throw. Like, weird even by JoJo standards.
Yeah.
You know?
Big time. All right, episode 14. Let's go to the manga artist's house. Part 1. My motherfucking boy.
Yo, my guy.
I forgot what a fucking freak Rohan is.
Yo,
As well he should be.
let's go.
Right off the bat, bro.
Yo,
I'm like, holy shit.
You know the JoJo formula of introduce as enemy, punch, friend?
Yes.
I don't think anybody's done introduce as enemy, punch, friend quite like Rohan.
This one. This is
Not
the one.
nearly as intensely as Rohan.
Holy
this is the one.
fuck.
Wow.
Okay. So you remember, the folks at home will remember Hazamada from our episode Surface, where he made a weird puppet out of Josuke from the last
Me and
episode.
Jiggy just looked at each other.
Yeah.
This is
I know
like
exactly what we were talking about.
This is like the other time that character is relevant at all. So
I think the only other time.
upon discovering their mutual interest in the manga Pink Dark Boy, Hazamada brings Koichi to the home of its artist, Kishibe Rohan.
Isn't it amazing that that's not even the weirdest thing that's going to happen? That's like the most normal thing that's going to happen in this episode.
Yeah. Who gives them a tour of his studio, which, first of all, fuck you, no one would ever do, just for people off the street. Absolutely not.
All right, so can we like stop here for a second?
Even if it is 99, I don't care.
We need to talk about how Kishibe Rohan is introduced at all.
Out the door.
We need to talk about that.
Yes, please, let's do this.
What if,
I forgot about this.
Z, what if for the first time you came over to my home
Yeah.
and you went to ring my doorbell and all of a sudden my front door shot open and I grabbed your wrist and stared at you unblinking for 20 seconds wordlessly.
Yeah, dude, he's a freak.
What would you do?
I love that man.
And then he invites you in.
Right.
Oh, no.
It's so creepy.
No. And he's just like, oh, yeah, no, you guys are fans. Yeah, come on in. I'd be like,
Yeah, no, there's probably weird famous people that would do that to you.
Oh, dude.
What's a famous person
Paul
that would
Rudd.
do that to you?
Paul
Paul
Rudd
Rudd
would-
would stare at you.
Sorry, Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd would do that to me because it would kill him later.
I think that Taylor Swift would do that to me.
Oh, Taylor Swift would do it unironically.
Yeah, like I feel like she would just grab me and stare at me and be like, "Okay, you're ordained to enter this home." Like,
I was trying to literally burn a hole through you with my laser vision.
unbelievable. Jiggy, what about you?
I
What's the celebrity that would greet you like Kishibe Rohan?
Oh man, who would be man? I really
Who do you expect to?
who's the okay, who was the dude? Man, I'm really bad with movies. The one where
good.
it's like who's on like the porch the whole time. The old guy.
Oh my God, Gran Torino.
Yes.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
See
He's
that.
so wood though.
That's what I was thinking.
He's so wood. You're right. Hazamada and Koichi get a sneak peek at Kishibe Rohan's new manuscript of Pink Dark Boy. The moment that they do this, they fall under the power of Rohan's stand. Heaven's Door!
I
Oh,
loved
God.
Heaven's Door.
I
man.
hate to stop you again, but man, can we talk about the lead up to this? The
Yeah.
lead up was fucking bananas.
Mm-hmm.
It was so crazy. They were going around the studio, you know, it's like, oh yeah, no, this is where I do all my work. I do all my work alone. It's like, yeah, pretty cool stuff. And then all of a sudden, like a spider is on Koichi or something, and like he grabs the spider off Koichi and goes, oh, look at this spider. We're all the way out in the suburbs. They still come around. And then he goes and grabs an encyclopedia and was like, so this is this spider, even though it's this. Like, he's just like spouting off facts. Like, okay. And Koichi's like, wow, manga artists are fucking weird.
No.
And then,
keep
then
going.
he stabs the spider and he's like, look how it suffers. And I'm like, oh my God. And Koichi's like, why the fuck would you do that? And Rohan's like, you dare talk to me that way?
Literally.
He takes the spider off the fucking blade and he's like, I wonder how it tastes. And he starts licking it.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I want to forget how weird he is.
he
I
is
want to forget.
so weird.
He's very
But
weird, but
the
he's-
beginning, yeah.
He's
And-
one of the greatest characters in JoJo. The only one to get his own OVA.
Oh yeah, I would love to talk about
And
that someday.
then he's like never weird again.
So here's the thing.
know.
Here's the thing I want to get set up before we even go on. Araki apparently like confirmed that Rohan is like his self-insert character.
I can
Yes.
see that.
Like
I
that
can see
is
that.
that is how we're supposed to get a more exaggerated view of who Hirohiko Araki
I
is.
could see Iraqi drawing JoJo panels and just munching on a bowl of spiders. Like,
Oh God, jeez.
I could see that.
like
Oh,
the vampire
that's
that he
nasty.
is.
Oh my
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Need more muscles on my bed.
The moment that they do this, They fall under the power of Rohan's stance Heaven's Door, which allows him to open their bodies like a book and read all of their secrets.
Oh,
After
pretty
learning
cool.
of Koichi's encounters with stand users, Rohan writes a safety lock in one of Koichi's pages, preventing Koichi from attacking or harming him.
man, I would go on record and say Heaven's Door is the most powerful stand that we have seen, like, in JoJo history. So
You've gone on record about that a lot.
No,
so
I
the
said,
record
like,
keeps
I,
changing.
I say top five.
I
I say
think
top
it
five.
is.
I would put so far Heaven's Door at the top.
It's
because-
one of the best control stands out there.
I'll say he can literally put you on the IRL ban list. He can just be like, nope, you can't.
He was like, the best control. What's the best combo stand?
Absolutely, just put you on the ban list. That's it. Like, he can just pot of greed your ass.
You draw 2 cards.
You can literally be the toughest person in the world, and he just be like, no, like, literally write it in you. No,
Does Jolene count as a pendulum stand?
absolutely.
Anyway,
Oh no.
he then proceeds to take pages from both Koichi and Hazamada as material for his manga, leaving them with no memory of what just happened that day. That night,
Insane.
Koichi senses something is amiss when he discovers that he has lost 20 kilograms, but suddenly has forgotten about it. Hold on, I'm going to do a quick conversion for our American fans here.
20 kilograms is a lot.
44 pounds. That's a lot.
So insane. Imagine if I woke up 2 pant sizes smaller.
But here's the thing. He weighs less because Rohan took away his memories. So he took 44 pounds of memories
Oh
out
my
of
gosh.
Koichi's entire, maybe 64-pound body. The next day, Koichi finds himself at Rohan's house again with Josuke and Okuyasu following close behind, leading us into episode 15. Let's go to the manga artist's house, part 2. As Rohan plans to keep taking pages from Koichi to inspire his manga works, the safety lock written inside Koichi prevents him from asking Josuke and Okuyasu for help. So he also wrote that in. He also wrote, I know you got friends that are stand users. You ain't telling them about me.
Yeah.
You know, he does what another villain will do later on in the series. In this very part, in fact.
Yep.
So, yeah. However, Josuke and Okuyasu deduce what is happening from a wound on Koichi's hand and head inside Rohan's house. Rohan uses his manuscript to put Okuyasu under Heaven's Door's powers, writing an instruction that will cause him to commit suicide if Josuke tries to help him.
Wow.
I watched you both nod no just now at the same
Oh,
speed
man.
and at the same length of
Dude,
nod.
I forgot like how just again I mean because I love Rohan as a character in this show, but the introduction of him in the beginning, they make him like a total like weirdo, bro.
He's a
Like, I don't
fucker,
want to
man.
I don't want to be around this guy at all.
He's a fucker.
Oh my gosh.
So, however, so Josuke attacks Rohan directly, closing his eyes to prevent him from viewing his manuscript pages and falling under Heaven's Door's spell. However, Rohan commits a fatal mistake. Rohan insults Josuke's hairstyle to provoke him
Oh.
into opening his eyes, but this backfires as Josuke blacks out, losing sight of everything in his rage. As Josuke beats Rohan to a pulp, Koichi explains that when Josuke was 4 years old, okay, we got to talk about some stuff here, boys. When Josuke was 4 years old, around the same time Jotaro and Joseph fought Dio, he came down with a deadly fever. When Josuke and Tomoko got stuck in a blizzard on their way to the hospital, a student with a Regent Pompadour hairstyle helped them get moving, inspiring Josuke to copy his hairstyle and take offense to anyone who insults it. Josuke, still in a rage, further beats up a totally surrendering Rohan and wrecks his manga studio,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is fair
That is fair. I agree.
at this point in time.
Man still had
fair.
a fucking fax machine. That's fair.
Right. So we're going to find out why this story is a little bit more relevant, but we learned that Josuke comes down with a terrible fever when he was 4 years old. So
Yes.
4 years after Tomoko gave birth to him with Joseph Joestar as the father. And around the time of fighting Dio in 1988. So
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I do remember that part. You were saying with the pompadour. They were like, were they like in a car or something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in the car.
And the dude, I'm pretty sure, like it was like snowing outside.
It
right?
was. It was
And-
a blizzard, and he put his jacket down so that they could go through the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was like literally like in a tank top, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
it was like
He
it was like a school outfit, like a school boy's
Oh, a school outfit,
Yeah,
Okay.
he took a school
uniform.
jacket off and did
So
that. Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was really cool.
I mean,
So
that
does
jacket.
that mean? Wait a minute. Does that mean Josuke was alive before Part 3 started?
A lot of people no. As Part 3 was ending, Josuke was alive.
Well, no, because he was 4 years old when Part 3 was ending.
Right, around the time that Josuke that they fought Dio. So
Oh, got it. Okay.
yeah, around that time. So you know, if there's one thing that's consistent, it's Araki's timeline.
Yeah, of course.
Episode 16.
What happens when you eat all those spiders?
Episode 16. Episode 16. Let's go hunting. Jotaro brings Josuke along with him to track down a rat
Oh, this episode. Oh,
that has
sorry.
been turned into a stand user by Akira Otoshi, teaching him
We did the Hazamada episode already.
teaching him how to fire ball bearings. Love it.
Yeah.
During their search, the pair discovers several rat corpses that have been melted from the inside and merged into a gelatinous flesh cube. Ooh. Just wanted to say that with a little bit of mustard.
Don't say mustard.
Flesh cube.
Oh, God. That's going to be the name of my next grungecore band.
Investigating an abandoned house, Josuke comes up against the rat who had merged with the homeowners in some way. I don't even want to.
I hate this
I don't even
episode.
want to go through that. Withstanding Josuke's initial attack, the rat attacks with its stand rat. With two T's.
Two teeth.
Two T's, bro. Round and round, son.
Oh,
Man,
yeah,
I
yeah.
just... Sometimes they're just so good. You know?
Colton, there's two rats. There's two T's in rat. Just want to let you know.
There's multiple rats.
Before it succumbs to its injuries and dies, Jotaro encounters the second rat with the same ability nicknamed Bug Eaten, which escapes out of the house. While pursuing Bug Eaten, Josuke falls into a trap that they had set up for the rats and gets hit by one of Rat's needles, though it is saved by Star Platinum's time-stopping abilities, which is, I believe, the first time past Dio's world that we see Jotaro stop time.
That is not true. We see him stop time when he fights Josuke. At
In the
very
first
beginning.
episode,
Yes.
sure, but we don't know that that's happening.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't hear him say "Star Platinum, the world."
No, we don't hear that.
No, that's like that's the stand's powers. Like
Yeah.
that's the first time that's
We kind of see it from Josuke's perspective, where he's like
Oh,
suddenly he's on the other side,
and
of
we're
it.
supposed to be
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
We as JoJo
know,
fans
yeah.
know what's going on, but I don't think I put it together the first time I watched it. So this was a major moment because Star Platinum Zawardo, like
Yeah.
the world, like that's a big deal for me. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
I know why you're a fucking JoJo fan.
Yeah. Jotaro then uses himself as bait to lure out Bug Eaten, tasking Josuke with pinpointing its location and shooting it with live rounds. Despite the pressure putting on him by Jotaro's increasing injuries, Josuke lures Bug Eaten out into the open, allowing him to make the final kill shot.
Snipe. Got him, yo.
Got him, boys. Yeah, so weird episode.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
Don't know why it exists
Oh.
overall.
They do these weird
Filler
episodes.
episode, man.
Yeah.
Filler episode.
Well, it's slice of life, right? Not everything episodes they're gonna go to a new place and like do like some crazy adventures. They
Yeah,
have
it's
to
not
kind of
part three.
fill out like certain episodes.
There's
but-
only so much you can do in Morioh.
yeah,
you
and
know?
there's gonna be more of these episodes where you're gonna be like, oh man,
True.
I wish this wasn't a full episode. Sometimes two episodes.
We don't have
Yeah.
a vampire war, and we don't have an Egypt tour to be on. So,
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
episode 17, Rohan Kishibe's Adventure. Episode 17.
Yes, this episode.
Rohan brings Koichi along to investigate a mysterious alleyway not marked on the town map. As they go around corners, they keep finding themselves on the same street with a mailbox. And do you remember how they remember that they're on the same street?
Yeah.
Jiggy?
I don't no. They're the that's the one with the what do you call it? The convenience store, right?
No, I mean that's the alleyway that you go into, but then it goes into that residential area. But they keep turning corners in this residential area, and they keep finding
They
themselves
keep finding
on
the same one
street.
because they keep realizing that they're just going to
Oh,
with the
was it-
mailbox
Was it like a dog
and dog
yeah,
shit.
a dog poop?
They
yeah.
remember that they're on the same street because the same dog shit is on.
Oh,
it's
okay, that
such
part.
an Iraqi move.
It's so weird. Iraqi and dogs, man.
They are speaking of which, they are then approached by a girl named Remy Sugimoto.
Let's go, baby.
Definitely a
Girls with pink hair.
I
let's
literally-
go.
You were just talking
We
about
were
girls
just
with
talking
pink
about this
hair on the
dude. Girls with
drive-in.
pink
I
hair,
literally
absolutely.
named my Final Fantasy retainer after her. Exactly.
Who reveals that both she and her dog, Arnold, are ghosts who were murdered 15 years ago. Explaining that this alleyway is a realm between the worlds of the living and the dead, Remy informs Rohan and Koichi that the man who murdered her has been secretly killing others since, and has asked them to stop him so that she can move on into the next life.
And that's where we get the introduction to our final plotline.
After they agree, Remy points them towards the exit, warning them not to turn around, as if they do, they will be pulled into the afterlife by dark spirits.
So cool. I love that concept. That comes up in folklore so many times. Just keep walking forward and don't turn around. How fucking scary must that be?
Just as they near the exit, the spirits trick Koichi into turning around, but Rohan gives them both to safety with Heaven's Door. Can we talk about Rohan being the only person on Earth to break this curse ever?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Not OP at all. Afterwards,
He's Iraqi self-insert. What do you want?
Afterwards, Rohan meets an old monk at Remy's grave who reveals that Rohan was once friends with Remy, who had saved him from being murdered as well. Meanwhile, a man named Yoshikage Kira drives home with a woman's severed hand in his passenger seat. Morioh-cho, serial killer! It's the serial killer of the day. All right. Yeah, so
This goes into the X-Files theme. Just, oh my
the
god.
Twin Peaks theme.
I'd love it.
This has kind of a Twin Peaks vibe, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, a little bit.
With Josuke like coming in like I'm entering the town of Morioh now. Episode 18, Shigechi's Harvest, Part 1.
Oh my god, yo! I'm gonna say this right now. Probably, I mean, you can explain it when it comes to it, but probably like my least favorite character in this show.
Shigechi, yeah.
Not one of my favorites.
This is Vex.
They,
Right.
yo, Shigechi's 100% the Vex. of this
Yeah.
show. Oh my god.
Josuke and Okuyasu spot a group of hornet-shaped stands known as Harvest,
Cool stand, by the way.
picking up loose change from under soda machines, ATMs, and mailboxes, and chase them back to their user, a middle school student named Shigechi Yangu. Learning.
Oh man, if a prickly pear was a human being.
Yeah,
What the
hell?
fuck is going on with that?
It looks like a real life durian. That's what he looks like.
He looks like the fucking blue shell from Mario. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's right there.
If Torterra was a human being.
Yo, we are clowning on this man.
Learning how much money Shigechi can make just from loose change, Josuke and Okuyasu strike up
They're such dickheads.
a business friendship with him,
Such dickheads.
using Harvest to search for discarded stickers and vouchers that can be exchanged for larger cash rewards. However, things go sour when Shigechi greedily gives the duo only a small fraction of the money that they earn, rather than splitting it 50-50, or 25-25-50, rather.
Yeah.
During their search, the boys find a winning lottery ticket with a 5 million yen jackpot, a prize that Shigechi is still reluctant to share with Yosuke and Okuyasu, even despite his newfound wealth. So this little kid's greedy as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, with his stand literally collecting loose change and shit, I would imagine.
Right? Sure. So, yeah. Shigechi kind of sucks. Not a big fan.
Piece of shit.
Doesn't deserve what happens to him, but definitely.
Okay, you know
That's
what?
where I'll draw the line. I
You
don't
know
know if
what I'm
anybody
gonna-
deserves that.
All right.
Not in middle school.
You know what I'm,
Yeah.
you know what I'm gonna say? It's like I don't mourn his death. Whatever happens to him, but
Cool.
they didn't have to do him like
Nice
that.
job.
They didn't
All right.
have to do him like that.
True. Episode 19.
Oh, I spoiled it.
Yes, you did.
Sorry about that.
I don't remember what you're talking about.
No, don't worry about
that. Didn't
that.
happen. That
Shigechi's
happened.
Harvest
You
Part.
know what? Here, I'll put it in.
Great.
Whatever happens to him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Solid.
Just dub it over that.
Solid.
Thank you.
You're literally giving directions to yourself in the future.
Thanks, me.
Josuke, Shigechi's Harvest Part 2, Episode 19. Josuke, Okuyasu, and Shigechi go to the bank to collect the lottery reward, where the bank teller finds a name and a number written on the back of the ticket. Just as the teller contracts the person written on the ticket, Josuke uses Crazy Diamond's power to change the name on the ticket, allowing the boys to successfully claim the promissory note for the prize.
Fucking believable.
What a shit.
Wow.
Fucking believable.
Change handwriting.
That's such
Yeah.
an overpower. Crazy Diamond is the most useful stand in the series.
Agreed.
Like, by far.
It's not as powerful as Star Platinum. It's not as effective as Golden Experience. But it's really good mix between the two, I think.
It is so unbelievably useful. And Josuke's weird cunning that he has, his practical cunning, I will say, is just so good to have.
Mhm.
For everyday life, Crazy Diamond's OP as fuck. That's it.
However, when Shigechi tries to claim the prize for himself, he sets Harvest after Josuke and Okuyasu when they try to stop him. As the two chase over Shigechi, he uses Harvest to inject alcohol into their brains, causing them to be drunk and defenseless. Veins, excuse me, not brains.
I don't remember
Veins.
that.
Veins.
I do remember that.
Outnumbered by Harvest, Okuyasu uses the lure of money to draw Shigechi close enough to take back the prize with Zahando, which Josuke rips into shreds and sends into the wind in order to scatter Harvest and leave Shigechi defenseless. After a beatdown and some heavy scolding from Josuke and Okuyasu, Shigechi agrees to split the money evenly between them. Good for Josuke. He was recently down some money. He got some money by beating up a middle schooler. That's probably very satisfying.
I mean, it's Shigechi.
It is Shigechi.
It's Shigechi.
I get it. I'm just like,
Wait, was this 2 episodes?
he was 2 episodes.
Oh my god.
Like the most,
Shigechi's Harvest was 2 episodes.
Jesus.
the
man.
most crab-like human being I've ever seen in my life.
Definitely a badger.
Disgusting. Just looking at him irritates me.
Yeah.
I think that's the point. Like he's just,
Yeah.
just.
I think
He's on Dio season 1 territory. It's like I just want to I just want to.
I'm sure plushes of Shigechi don't sell for the reasons that people think they do.
I sincerely hope plushes of Shigechi don't exist at all. Oh, he's typing. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this.
Backspace.
That was too quick.
Really random. You mentioned earlier about the handwriting and the thing being changed. Yo, imagine Josuke in like Death Note. I was just thinking about that. Like, how's that gonna work? If you change the handwriting,
He just like right before Ryuk does the job. Fuck that.
$20.
That's
$20.
Oh, get this out of
Shigechi
me.
keychain. Here we go.
To be fair, Garbage Pail Kids sold.
Yeah, he's got a Tsum Tsum along.
What?
Along with Kira. Kira's got a Tsum Tsum as well.
That I understand.
And the alien guy too. But
I understand that.
Look at that. That's just horrifying.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like some
You can also
school
get
lunches
this
right there.
Coraline Nightmare for $8. I don't know
Get
why.
this shit out of here.
Anyway, we have one of my favorite episodes of part 4 because I feel like this stand user could have been like a lot more prevalent in the series, but
I
she
know where you're going
wasn't.
with.
But she wasn't. That's right. Episode 20, Yukiko Yagamishi Dreams of Cinderella.
Oh,
Yeah.
What a fucking stand, my
dude,
boys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
While downhearted over Koichi, Yukako, who we remember from last time's episode with the stand hair.
Love Deluxe.
Love Deluxe. Yes. Yukako comes across an esthetician named Aya Suji who uses her stand Cinderella to remodel her face slightly so that Koichi will fall in love with her.
That's such a cool stand.
It's an insane stand.
Yeah.
I love it because you can alter parts of the human body. Absolutely no cost.
Can you imagine just being like, I want to be a different human being? Done.
Yep.
Like,
Well,
Finding the
Well,
treatment,
She's the real life character creator.
right?
Yeah.
Finding the treatment effective but temporary, Yukiko undergoes a full body treatment despite knowing of Aya's stand, which replaces entire parts of her body. After a moment of luck, Yukiko manages to get a kiss from Koichi, who starts to fall in love with her. However, after forgetting to apply a lipstick that needed to be applied periodically, Yukiko's modification starts to fall apart, leaving her even without her original face. It's so scary if you don't keep up with it. It's so scary. When Koichi arrives, recognizing Yukiko from her personality, Aya challenges Yukiko with picking her own face out of several copies that she has made, with the wrong one doomed to leave her ugly forever.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
It's a wild scene. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody remembers the very internet famous group of short videos known as Llamas with Hats by any chance?
I
Yep.
can't say I do.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah.
There's just a part of that where there's
I
faces
feel like
on
that's
balloons.
you and I's inner voices, like to
Carl
each
and
other.
Carl and Paul. Yeah,
I feel like I'm Paul 100%. Just
I'm definitely Carl.
chaos incarnate.
So fine, so fine, so fine. So yeah, there's an episode there where there's faces on balloons, and it just kind of reminds me of that. I don't know why.
I
Go and look.
cooked more.
Yeah, literally. Go watch the
Raw face
episode.
is just gross.
12 episodes in 2000. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, no, you
go
don't really
watch.
have to-
Go watch Llamas with Hats. Yeah,
You don't have to really watch past like 6.
This-
no, watch all of it. It's insane.
This looks like
It's
Aqua
actually-
Teen Hunger Force.
It's
meets,
pretty much
like-
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Push the resistance leader into a giant
He
fan.
was a traitor and a scoundrel. Viva la resistance.
He wanted to stop everybody from being pushed into a giant fan.
Yeah,
The complete series is 18 minutes. All right, bet.
Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
Take 10 minutes, 20 minutes of your life later and just
It's very early internet.
go down in a rabbit hole.
Bet.
When Koichi got all the faces, as Yukiko struggles to find her own face, she leaves the choice to Koichi,
Wow.
Bro.
who offers to have Aya make him blind if he chooses wrong.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
What an episode.
I like to think that I could choose Nicole's eyes out of anybody's.
It's very sweet.
I've seen them so many times, so many days of my life, but I cannot say I wouldn't be fucking terrified
Yeah.
to try. To have one shot, bro,
Would you grasp it or would you let it slip?
I would absolutely grasp it. Knees weak, arms heavy.
There we go.
Spaghetti.
Mom's spaghetti.
Jesus Christ.
The sweater on his the sweater on his better spaghetti.
My face is sweaty, bro. All right, sensing Koichi's true love.
Boom spaghetti. Sorry.
Oh, that's a great stand.
That's a stand that
That's a
has
great
to be
stand.
like when JoJo starts taking place in like 2016. You know? I can't wait for Mom's Spaghetti and Imagine Dragons to fight.
Imagine Dragons is a great stand name.
It's
How dare you
Yo.
say
It's
anything
such
else?
a good stand name.
Listen. I'm not gonna lie to you. Megan Thee Stallion is a great stand name.
God.
It's a great stand name.
The baby is a filler stand.
The baby. It's the baby from part 3, but it grew up and got a stand.
I told him this is a bowl.
So.
They're gonna sing low.
Let's go.
So Yukiko struggles to find her own face, and she leaves the choice to Koichi, who offers to have Aya make him blind if he is wrong. Sensing, however, Koichi's true love for Yukiko, Aya, who had originally planned to trick them, allows him to pick the right face and restores Yukiko to her original beauty. This is the only time, I think, that I can speak to where a JoJo villain, I'm going to put Aya in villain, quote-unquote, territory.
Antagonist.
She's not. That's why I'm like, sure, why not? She's like doing shitty things to the characters that we're supposed to care about, therefore making her an antagonist, in quotes.
I'd say that she is in the JoJo punch phase.
Yeah, she's in the punch phase.
yeah,
Yeah, but
punch
this
phase.
is not. She's the only one that becomes a homie by no punching. She's just like so enamored with these two young lovers. But she could have not.
Yeah.
And I think that that's the coolest part about Aya and Cinderella for me. Is that without her, she could have really screwed up a major member of the cast. Imagine Koichi was blind for the rest of the series. Like,
Oh yeah.
crazy. Anyway.
I mean, it worked for Kakyoin for a while.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, it did. It did.
Anyway. Episode 21. I think we'll probably do this one and the next one because it's a part 2. It's a 2-parter, and then we'll probably
Oh, yeah.
drop this for tonight. Because Yoshikage Kira just wants to live a quiet life. Part 1. Yo, the creepiest theme. Like
So good.
Dio's
So good,
like Dio's theme is just like very like deep strings.
Yeah, it's like Gregorian chant ass music.
You know, and it's meant to be like foreboding and like Dio's supposed to
Ancient.
be all encompassing. But this is like I heard somebody I was showing the music. Killer is the name of the song. I was showing the music to somebody and they said, it sounds like someone's creeping up behind me, but I can't see them. And every time I turn around, they're gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's so accurate, A, and that's B, so fucking scary. Because it's so true.
Oh.
And he said, I would turn around now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's literally like being stalked.
I love it. It's the footsteps. And I love it so much.
And the horns add that kind of anxiety to it.
It's like that kind of like tele-noir kind of fear and horror, you know?
Yeah, someone like moving in the dead of night and shit.
Yeah, like it's an old school. This is like a 1920s ass villain, and I adore it.
The composer, same guy, right? Yugo Kanno?
Yugo Kanno. Son of the legendary Yoko Kanno. Who,
Oh, wait, I didn't know that.
yes.
Wait, what? Oh, wow. Today years old. I didn't know that.
Famous for her work on Cowboy Bebop.
Yes, yeah.
Yep.
Well, I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow. Damn, what a family, yo.
Kira goes with the severed hand of one of his victims to buy a sandwich, hiding inside the shop's paper bag.
What a weird fucking
Fetish.
like, yeah.
An odd one.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird one, but just for the one. It's just the one.
It's just the one. Just the one.
Oh, God.
Later, Shigechi picks up Kira's bag by mistake after a dog steals his bag from the grocery store. So, like,
I kind of hope I was really hoping Shigechi would just like see this whole ass hand and just like freak the fuck out.
I thought he was gonna do that anime character thing where they reach into a bag of food without looking at it, and they're just like, and he was just gonna chomp on some lady's ring finger.
I would
like,
have loved that. I would have loved him to just retire from the show because
Anyhow.
of that.
So fearing that the police will trace the hand back to him if discovered, Kira tails Shigechi in hopes of taking his bag before he can look inside. Following him into the gym at Shigechi's middle school, Kira is forced to hide when Josuke and Okuyasu show up to eat their lunch as well. Kira takes the bag, but is discovered by Shigechi after he uses Harvest to search for it, leading to him discovering the hand. Refusing to let Shigechi escape alive, Kira brings out his own stand. Killer Queen!
Oh my
Love it,
goodness.
yo.
Killer Queen. I mean, now that we're in the JoJo music names era,
Yeah.
what a terrifying name. Like the world was scary because we were doing the tarot and it's the last card of the tarot.
And
It's
not
like,
only that, but it's like it's supposed to mean that it's like it has all of the power of the world.
of the entire world. But Killer Queen, like that's so terrifying.
It's so it cuts right to the point. That's the point of it.
Mhm.
And I just think it's something so beautifully, simply terrifying about it. It's just immediate. You know immediately what's going to happen as a result of this stand. And I love that.
Mhm.
I-
I will say it definitely doesn't really look like a queen, but it doesn't need to be. It just looks like. Why would it?
It looks so flamboyantly terrifying.
It looks like if you put Mewtwo in JoJo. That's what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Strange pink cat boxer thing.
If you want to go with Pokemon, it's Mewtwo, Lucario, and Skitty put together.
Skitty. I thought you were gonna go Lickitung. This guy went Skitty.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Skitty. I haven't heard that Pokemon in a minute.
I know, right?
I don't think I ever will again.
I sometimes forget it exists until I
Yeah.
see the Whale Lord memes.
True.
All right, our final episode for the evening, episode 22, Yoshikage Kira Just Wants to Live Quietly, part 2. I've heard this I've heard this translated as either just wants to live quietly or just wants to live a quiet life. Either way, it's scary because that's what Kira's after. He's like, I want to kill and be completely undisturbed by doing so.
Yeah.
Like, he's like Patrick Bateman. Like, he wants to be, like, in the boardroom, but also murdering people.
And there's like a lot of serial killers that were like this in history where they just killed and then slinked back into normal life, which is so like primally terrifying. Because you think about that, how many times have you walked past the Yoshikage Kira in your life?
Yeah. There's like that old post is like, how many houses have you driven past that has somebody chained up in the basement?
Yeah. It's so fucking crazy to think about. And I think that's what's so primally terrifying more about Kira than about Dio, and why Kira's such a more dangerous person.
Yeah.
Because he would burn the whole fucking world down before he let someone get in the way of his life.
Dio's a vampire.
Yeah.
You could be living next to a Yoshikage Kira.
Yeah, you could be living
That's the
next to a
difference.
Yoshikage Kira. You could be working with a Yoshikage Kira. Dio was a vampire king, and he made everyone aware of it. Like, that was it.
So, Kira uses Killer Queen's ability, which is the ability to turn anything the user touches or it touches into a bomb. Uses a coin to deal heavy damage to Shigechi. Shigechi attempts to reach Josuke, but Kira catches up to him, using a doorknob as a bomb, killing him. I mean, when you break it down on a logical level, however annoying the character was, a middle schooler exploded. Like, we can be like somewhat messed up about this.
I'm not upset that he's no longer in the show. I am upset about how that happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's rough.
If Shigechi kind of like died off screen, different. You know, I'd be less messed up about it. But
Showed everything.
no matter how you felt about Shigechi,
Yeah.
that scene made you go, "Oh no!" Like that was no.
I just remembered too, like the whole 5-minute speech that he had. I don't know if this was in the last episode.
No,
or
it's in this episode.
that whole speech. It was like I've seen it on YouTube so many times just because like the intro that how they bring him up. He's like, I just want to live a quiet life, but if anyone gets my way, I'm gonna be.
Oh wait, I know exactly what you're talking about. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll get it because it's a great speech. I want to read it. Yeah.
It's so good. That's when you realize, you fucked with the wrong person, Shigechi.
Yeah,
Wrong place, wrong time. You shouldn't have grabbed that sandwich.
absolutely, and it's just so fucking scary because
Yeah.
you just know he's gonna do it until he gets caught or dies, and there's nothing stopping him, and just how powerful and cunning and smart he is. Cunning is like, him and Josuke don't even have towards the end, obviously, we see what happens. The big bad battles the protagonist.
Right.
But this isn't even a battle of strength. This is a battle of smart.
Mhm.
And that's what's crazy about it, is they're both so whip smart. Like, oh God. Imagine a serial killer with a stand. How fucking insane
And
is that?
a stand that can turn anything into a bomb.
No.
Oh, okay, sure. All right. Koichi gets fucking sound effects, and this guy can blow up anything he wants.
That's insane.
Here's the speech, real quick. You can actually buy a Redbubble poster of it for $17.
I might.
My name is Yoshikage Kira. I'm 33 years old. My house is in the northeast section of Morioh, where all the villas are, and I am not married. I work as an employee for the Kamayu department stores, and I get home every day by 8 p.m. at the latest. I don't smoke, but I occasionally drink. I'm in bed by 11 p.m., and I make sure I get 8 hours of sleep no matter what. After having a glass of warm milk and doing about 20 minutes of stretches before going to bed, I usually have no problems sleeping until morning. Just like a baby, I wake up without any fatigue or stress in the morning. I was told that there was no issues at my last checkup. I'm trying to explain that I'm a person who wishes to live a very quiet life. I take care not to trouble myself with any enemies, like winning and losing. That would cause me to lose sleep at night. That's how I deal with society, and I know that is what brings me happiness. Although, if I were to fight, I wouldn't lose to anyone. That's so fucking scary. That's so scary. That is like oppressively scary.
That's
actually.
when the purple aura starts coming up, and he's like, his hand's like, oh, it's a wrap. Dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
Someone's about to
God.
fucking
It
fucked up.
sounds like American Psycho. My name is
Yeah.
Patrick Bateman, and I'm 20, whatever years old. I live at the top of the American Gardens building. Like
Yeah.
that's literally the idea behind this. Like
Yeah.
he's declaring his intentions. Fuck.
Chills, man. I
There
just
is
got
nothing
chills just now.
scarier than a psychopath who knows exactly what he wants.
Mm.
You know, that's so fucking crazy.
With the final bit of strength that he has left, Shigeshi has Harvest bring Josuke a button that came off of Kira's jacket. The cops are out searching for Kira right now.
Oh, shit.
That's why that's out there. Oh
yeah.
shit.
Having
We're in Morioh-cho, yo?
Having seen Shigechi's soul pass by her realm, the ghost girl Remi Sugimoto confirms to Josuke and the other allied stand users that Shigechi was killed by the same person who murdered her, whom they quickly realize is another stand user. Now, this is one of my favorite scenes because Remi's in her little hallway, her little, her little alleyway. We've got Josuke, Koichi, Okuyasu, Jotaro. We've got Hazamada. We've got Yukiko. We've got Tonio Trendy. We've got Aya, and it's like the
Rohan,
squad.
don't forget Rohan. Yeah.
Rohan. We've got
Kobayashi,
the whole.
too.
We've got the whole squad. The whole squad, and it's so cool because, like, aside from the Stardust Crusaders, it wasn't really very group based. Like we had Joseph and Caesar, and then we had the Stardust Crusaders, and then we had the merry band adventures of these three. The Sonic team over here.
Team Sonic. Yeah, Team Sonic. That's
And now we've got this whole almost kind of like Avengers situation where everybody's like, now we all know that this guy sucks. I don't know what Tonio Trendy thinks he's gonna do, like heal Kira with like spaghetti bolognese. I don't know what to do. Like,
Dude, imagine what you never underestimate a chef. Those are the most dangerous people on the planet.
I'm sure he could probably do something else where he like turns up like the
He could also just like not use the stand to help people.
probably
He chooses to use the stand to help people.
A few days later, Jotaro and Koichi trace the button to a shoe shop where Kira's jacket is being repaired. Why the fuck?
right.
Whenever I need to find tailoring, I just drop it off at the shoe shop, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be the fact that he knew the owner or some shit. He's just like, yeah, I only do this service for this guy.
Oh, yeah, I
You
think
know.
you're right. I think you're right.
And like, also, if you're trying to track him,
Who the fuck
Who
goes
the
to his shoe store?
fuck would think about that.
Who the fuck goes to a shoe store? Exactly.
Yeah.
Just as the shop's owner attempts to reveal his customer's name because Jotaro and Koichi are like, did he leave a card? Did he give you a name?
Yeah.
And figuring out Kira's name is like priority one of Kira to stop people from doing. He
Yeah.
does not want people to know his name, know his face, anything like that. But just as the shop owners attempt to reveal his customer's name, Kira kills him using his second mobile bomb, sheer heart attack.
All right.
This man has 2 stands.
The first in JoJo history, actually.
Yeah.
It's technically a substand, but it's really a second.
It's a second stand.
Stand.
It's 2 entirely separate entities that he can control.
Right.
And they do similar things, but it doesn't change the fact that it's 2 separate entities, which is fucking bananas. This is imagine how dangerous Dio would have been with 2 stands.
I could only imagine.
Like, and Kira gets this. Kira gets this 2 stand thing.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That guy. It
A
sucks.
serial killer piece of shit.
Oh, God.
And then, like, later shit happens when he does some other crazy shit in a couple of more episodes.
And not only that, but it's an invincible rolling bomb.
Yeah.
Completely invincible. Star Platinum goes ham on this thing and doesn't even leave a dent. I'm like,
It like, busts it up a little bit, but it doesn't stop coming, and that's the craziest part about it.
Star Platinum.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I know.
Like, that's the crazy part.
Road roller. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. It's so fucking crazy. And it's so scary, too, because he's in the other room. They know he's in the other room.
Yeah.
And they just can't do anything about it. there's something so terrifying about knowing that your enemy's there, knowing that you're right on the edge of figuring out who this fuckhead is. You're dealing with his second stand now, and there's nothing you can do. There's something so scary about that. And that's what I really love about Kira as opposed to all the other JoJo villains. He just is scary. He's just purely, simply scary.
I mean, only Jiggy and I will be able to speak to this because we both watched part 5. I think that Yoshikage Kira is easily my silver medal Dio JoJo villain. Like, he's the only one to me that even remotely gave me the same vibe of like, oh fuck. Like, we're up into some new shit now.
Yes, 100%. Man, I really would like to see. That's the thing. I would love to make references to like newer parts. You'll watch it eventually, Colton.
Oh yeah, I'm going through.
But definitely part 4 when they show Kira, you're like, oh fuck, this guy. This guy's not good.
Yeah,
I hope he dies soon. But
the first time we get that theme, I was watching it today and I just got fucking chills.
It's so scary.
Never got that with Dio ever. It's just, and you know what it is? It's the colors. It's the brightness. It's the beautiful like visuals of JoJo Part 4 that really throw that horrible juxtaposition into Kira's character.
No one's trying to avoid the police is dressing like Yoshikage Kira.
Imagine if Jeffrey Dahmer was a Wind Waker character. Like that's that's how I feel about Kira. You know? It's so horrible.
I love Nintendo Bundy. I love Nintendo Bundy so much.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, for right now, that's where we're going to leave the events of Morioh Town and what's going on there. Morioh.
Good.
Literally.
oh, no.
I woke up without my hands. How are you doing out there?
Give me a thumbs up so I can feel something.
High five. Thumbs up. Good job.
Yeah, that's great. Good job.
Oh shit. Yeah, well, we got 3 of the most powerful stand users right here in the same room. I really enjoyed that a lot.
Feel good. Feel very, very good. This was so much fun. Thank you guys for coming out and doing another JoJo.
No problem, man.
Another breakdown.
Da-na-na-na-na.
Yeah. It's my favorite. I love this series. I love this part. I love this part so fucking much.
It's only gonna get better, yo. Once like now that they have Karen, now we know who like the main baddie is. Now it becomes like, okay, what's gonna happen next? And then when you guys see, I mean, you know, when you guys are gonna be listening later, what part happens next? Woo,
baby.
Man, we could literally spend like a whole like episode on just like one arc that's coming up pretty soon. But you know, I can't wait, man. I need to watch this again. You guys are making me want to watch this part again.
I think we're gonna have to do I think the next episode's gonna have to be the last one of JoJo Part 4.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have to, however long it takes, it will take. It might be another 2-hour episode. I'm gonna
It's 22 to 39. So I mean, we could keep going. You want to bust out
No.
another 2? Like,
I think that's a perfect place to leave it.
I think so too.
I think Kira has just established his danger enough, and I think we should go really dig into it next time.
I'm down.
100%.
Let's do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Jiggy, would you like to plug your places?
Absolutely. So, if you guys want to find me on social media, it is on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. It is Jorens Ignacio, JORENZIGNACIO. Let's go.
Just scroll down. You're going to see that spelling.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Z, please.
Yes. I actually can be plugged with the same name in 2 places as well. You can find me Uneasy on Twitch. That's UNEASZEE. That's capital Z, capital E. And you can find me in the same place on Twitter. If you'd like. I know we don't put that in the descriptions anymore, but
we do.
I feel like I'm okay. I feel okay by now. Nobody's found me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'll put your Twitch in the description.
Yeah. So you'll find me on Twitter at the same name, and you can also follow my art. I've got a little bit of JoJo art on there. It's at Zform Arts. That's at ZEEFORM Arts. On Instagram, I do commissions, so just hit me up on the old DM if you have something that you want drawn, and I'll do it for you on an actual piece of paper that I can send to you. That a lot of people don't do that anymore. A lot of people are on that digital art swag. I will give you something that you can physically frame and hang up in your home.
This is true. You actually made my emotes for Twitch using. Most people do it digitally. I'm like, no, you actually handed me in person.
No, I have your anniversary wedding photo that I did for you guys.
I do remember that.
That is Jojo
Beautiful.
themed. That you can go and check that out. I have a little bit of part for.
You gave me a nice Joseph Joestar beard. And
Of
it made
course,
me very happy.
yes. I have the Josuke anchor buttons on there for you.
I
So a
love
little
that.
bit of Josuke.
My two favorite.
Wait,
Yeah.
was it part 3 beard or part 4 beard?
Part 3.
Okay, good.
Part 3 beard.
Part 3.
Wait,
Actually, to be fair, part 3 beard and part 4 beard were the same beard.
Pretty much the same.
Was it really?
Yeah.
He's got. He probably smells worse, but.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
For sure. Also, check me out on C Easy Special on Twitch. Oh, I'd like to give a quick shout out, by the way. We had another a fan of the podcast.
Let's
come
go.
by to the stream. Shout out to one of my favorite Twitch names I've ever heard, Fisherman Gary.
Oh yeah, I think I
Fisherman
saw them in the
Gary.
Discord.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay.
So, fan of the podcast came through and just hung out with
Gary?
us.
What
playing
up,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Fisherman Gary? How
Absolutely.
you doing, bro?
I want to hear your biggest fish tale ever.
What's the catch of the day, my boy?
Please, I want to hear it.
All right.
All right.
Is he a master of? Stop him! Stop!
Go ahead, Jiggy. Why don't you,
No, you
why don't
go.
you finish that one?
Is he a
For all our
master?
seventh grade listeners,
is he-
they're
is he
really
a-
going to enjoy
Is he a
that.
master of the bait? Okay.
Yeah.
Oi, Josuke!
Such an asshole. Laughed him over.
Good night.
Oh, man.